Creatine is one of the most widely studied supplements on the market, yet most of us think of it as something reserved only for bodybuilders and professional athletes. But did you know that creatine is a naturally occurring substance that all of us rely on daily for muscle function? Our bodies produce some creatine, and we also ingest creatine, usually from meat and seafood. It is stored in our muscles in limited quantities to be used as one of the primary building blocks of muscle fuel. When you supplement with creatine, you increase your body's creatine reserves, in turn giving you more power when you need it. It's like filling your gas tank before an uphill drive. You know those mountain roads will demand more from your car, so starting with a full tank can only help the climb. Creatine supplementation is regarded as very safe, and there are several benefits of taking creatine daily, which we've covered in other videos. But let's take a look at creatine supplementation leading up to menopause specifically. The menopause transition is a time marked by profound changes in body composition, mood, and cognition. Can creatine help ease these rapid changes we experience as we age? We wanted to know. So we looked at 5 factors that are specifically relevant to the changes experienced in menopause: muscle mass, bone density, body fat, mood, and brain function. How does creatine impact these variables? Let's dive in. Number 1, creatine can enhance muscle mass when combined with resistance training. Sarcopenia, or muscle loss, is one of the biggest challenges we face as we age. Without proper exercise, muscle loss can accelerate post-menopause, which in turn increases the risk of falling, limits mobility, and reduces quality of life. It also worsens life-threatening conditions like cardiovascular disease and cancer. Supplementing with creatine, which is a naturally occurring compound that fuels your muscles, has been shown to enhance muscle strength, power, and performance when combined with weight training. Using creatine during the menopausal transition may help slow down the rate of muscle loss and therefore keep your body functioning better longer. Number 2, creatine may help your bones adapt to increased loads, but it likely won't increase your bone mineral density. The research is mixed when it comes to creatine's effect on bones. Studies that examined supplementation alone without exercise did not find improvements in bone health after taking creatine. But other studies, notably those that included strength training 3 times per week, have suggested that creatine supplementation may lead to improvements in bone density. But this is likely a side effect of improved muscle performance, not the creatine itself. When your muscles are stronger, they exert more force on your bones, which in turn stimulates the bone to regenerate. Number 3, creatine may help reduce body fat and increase metabolism. There has been some evidence to show that older adults who use creatine while strength training may see a reduction in fat. What remains unclear is whether the creatine itself is the reason for body fat reduction. Studies on animals have suggested that creatine may help break down and utilize fats, resulting in a more efficient metabolism. But that has yet to be studied on humans. What we know for sure is that creatine partnered with strength training increases lean muscle mass, and having more muscle mass impacts your metabolism in a positive way. Newer studies also suggest that when a muscle is stimulated through strength training, it sends an intracellular signal to encourage the body to break down fat. So, the long and the short of it is, if you want to lose fat, building muscle and supplementing with creatine might help you do just that. Number 4, creatine supplementation might help your mood. In adults of all ages, research has shown that larger amounts of dietary creatine correlate with a lower risk of depression. Just as it fuels your muscle cells, creatine also provides the fuel for brain cells, which leads to better function and mood regulation, as well as less fatigue and enhanced energy, especially in times of stress or sleep deprivation. Research has found this to be especially true for older adults who are more susceptible to cognitive decline. And what's more, another notable study found that people undergoing treatment for depression had better outcomes when supplementing with creatine than those who relied on medication alone. Number 5, creatine might help lessen cognitive decline. One hallmark of menopause is the pronounced decrease in female hormones such as estrogen. These hormones have a protective effect when it comes to brain function. So, after menopause, when hormone levels plummet, it's common to feel foggy, less mentally sharp, and more forgetful. Creatine supplementation, however, has been shown to enhance working memory, help with logic and reasoning, boost executive functioning, and even prevent cognitive decline in older adults. In fact, there's some evidence to suggest that the brain-boosting benefits of creatine are most pronounced in females, further making a case that supplementing with creatine might help alleviate the mental decline that often accompanies the transition through menopause. In summary, creatine is a safe and effective supplement that can help ease some of the symptoms associated with menopause. But to get the most benefit from your creatine intake, be sure to pair it with a consistent strength training routine. Have you tried adding creatine to your diet? What changes have you noticed? Let us know in the comments below and come back soon for more science-based solutions from Healthline. See you soon.